Hey everybody, it's Laura with Jot and Total Vintage Typewriters. I always forget to ask, so while I'm thinking of it, will you give us a like and make sure you subscribe, get the notifications? This is going to be a quick tutorial. I'm going to do a tutorial for a Smith Coronet. This is a 1960s version. It's been a while since I've updated all of my Smith Coronet electric videos, so I'm in the process of doing so. So this is going to be just a basic tutorial for those who are new to typewriters. So let's get started. Let me go ahead and take this out. I guess before we get started, for those who want to see, this is kind of what the font typeface looks like. All right, so here's your typewriter. The Coronet is electric. But it has a manual return. This is your carriage up here, and it's where you load your paper. It's the heaviest part of the typewriter, really. To move the carriage manually, there's two levers on each side, and it doesn't matter which one. You just pull that in. That carriage should pull to the left. If it doesn't, if it's loose, that means your drawband is broken and you will need a professional repair person. And then back here is, let me try to move this up a little bit because sometimes they say I cut things off. It comes with a black case, and you can kind of see it in the corner here. That's a hard-sided case. These are great to keep them stored in. It protects them well. Okay, here is your paper holder that just keeps the paper from flopping over. Your margins, you set them by pressing and dragging. Okay, so wherever you want. And then I'm going to move the carriage over to the left, open the top up, and here's the spools for your ribbon. Now, this uses a universal ribbon. They're very easy to find. You can find them on our website. You can find them on Etsy. You can find them on eBay, I think. This is what it looks like to thread it. I'm going to kind of, if you want to pause it there and take a screenshot, threading a typewriter can be tricky and messy for sure. But what you want to do is these just pop out very easy. But you want your ribbon to go over the top, and the black is on the top and red is on the bottom, and there's a little guide wire here, or a guide here, and also on this side. Make sure that ribbon goes through that guide, and I can't see very well. There it is. And then you're just gonna have to, the best way I can say is take a screenshot and thread it so it looks like this. Each one is a little different, each typewriter is a little different. This one, there is a slit at the top. So you're gonna wanna take this ribbon and slide it through the top, and it should be a tight fit. And then again, come over the top and around this way. Again, make sure that ribbon is threaded through these metal pieces. Looks kind of like a fork. You can see how messy that is. And then your reversal, to reverse the ribbon, because when you type and you use up all the ribbon on one side, let's see, it's going this way, and it'll eventually stop on you, or it'll start typing on top of each other, so like the carriage isn't moving. What you want to do is reverse the direction of that ribbon with this lever right here, and now you can move it this direction. Okay, and then when you use it up all this way, reverse it again, and now it'll go this way. And you just keep going back and forth till you use up all of the ink in your ribbon. So once you get to the end of the one direction, you don't take it out and throw it away. You just reverse the direction of that ribbon and keep using it, because there's a lot of ink in there. Speaking of, I'm going to pause this and go wash my hands. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, this is crooked. So I've washed my hands, but if you get ink on your typewriter, then like I did here, and I got it on the switch as well, my favorite thing to use is a magic eraser, and just don't get it too wet, just very lightly damp, You don't need hardly any pressure at all, and you just rub it till it's off. Okay, so that's how you do that. Let's go ahead and load some paper. So when you load your paper, it's gonna go right here against this back ruler, and you just load it like that. Turn your handle, make sure it goes underneath the metal bar, and then to straighten it, this is your paper release. Over here on the right side, you release that, straighten it out. I'm gonna move my margins, and voila. Okay, on the left side, you'll see a 1, 2, and 3. That is when you hit your return handle, if it's gonna advance 1, 2, or 3 lines. So like here's double spacing, here's triple, okay? That's what that is for. And then to turn it on, you have your on-off switch. Your color selector is over here on the right side. So right now it's on red. So that's what it sounds like. If you want to switch to black, okay, so that's how you do that. To do your margins, this is your margins or your tab. So if you hit that, it's going to tab over. If you want to clear that, you just hit clear. And it cleared that first one, but now there's a second one. And a lot of times when you get a typewriter, there's going to be a whole bunch of tab sets. So if you want to clear all of them, what you do is you hold the clear down, release your carriage, and I just go back and forth a couple times. And that clears it. Now to set one, let's say we'll put it right here in the middle, and you just hit set, and now you have your tab set. I already spoke to you about the ribbon reversal. Copy set, this just has to do with how hard those type bars, these are your type bars, how hard they strike the paper. Totally a personal preference, so you can just put that where you like. Sometimes I really can't tell much of a difference. Backspace is the arrow, so when you make a mistake, just backspace. But remember, it doesn't erase, it just backspaces. And you may ask, well, what do I do when I make a mistake? Well, you can X through it, you can line through the whole word or just the mistake. If it's close enough, you can type over it. And that's just part of typewriting. Also, there's 3 keys on a typewriter that have an auto repeat when you hold them down, or on these Smith Corona electrics, I should say. And that's the dash, the period, and the X. And, you know, especially if you have a long word that you want to, you know, cross out, that comes in really handy. A lot of people use it for typewriter art. That bell that you hear is going to ding every time you come within a few characters of your margin, your right margin. And so what happens is it'll stop typing. There's the bell. Usually when you hear the bell, you're going to hit the return handle, but we'll keep going. Okay, so now it's stopped. The carriage has stopped moving. It's still typing, but the carriage has stopped moving. So margin release, can finish my word. Now I can go to the next line. This is your space bar, and if you want a power space, you just hold it down. Okay, so that's what that is. And that is the basics of the Smith Corona Coronet. They normally are not red. This one has been repainted. They're normally like blue or gray, but they're very easy to use. I highly recommend them for kids, you know, students, homeschooling is awesome. Or if you're just getting into the typewriter world, what a great one to get started on. It really will give you a taste of using a typewriter, and they're very affordable. Then as you get addicted, which you will, then you can invest in something that is maybe fits your personality a lot more, and it'll probably be of a higher price point, but you at least have you know, dipped your toes in the water per se. All right, I hope you found this helpful. You all have a blessed day.